We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. Detroit is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. So Detroit will get the first possession. All right, let's set. The floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Lamb in the shooting guard position. 5 to shoot. It's Drummond with the drive. And he gets it to go.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Johnson, good. On defense, Memphis. And Jack kicks to Lamb. Drummond with his screen on Ellis. In the corner, it's Jack. Back to Drummond. And that one hits back iron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Ellis dishes to Favors. It's stolen by Lamb. And here we go. Fast break. Jack's got it. Left side, Leonard. From outside the arc. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now here's Collison. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Ellis. The second chance effort. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
First team foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. It seems like he's been around forever.
Now here's Ilyasova. Pocket 4. No good from Jack. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Trailing by 2. Collison kicks to Favors. Screen by Asik. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. And he gets it to go. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time, could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Fires for 3. Favors with the rebound. Jack against Collison. Favors with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Asik's got his first 2 points. Drummond sets the screen for Jack. Outside Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
Now here is Jack. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Jack passes to Leonard. To the wing right side. Drummond working against Stashik. Detroit, no good that time either.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Collison kicks to Favors. Screen by Ajik. Goes up off the pick. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
To the wing right side. Collison. And that one comes up a bit short. And Lamb kicks to Jack to stop the run. And that one's good. Jack's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ellis outside. Here's Favors. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
As I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
And he sinks the second. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it is done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Favors with the screen. On the wing, Johnson. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Memphis.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measured 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the 2 things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Ilyasova. And it's Hairston in for Jeremy Lamb. T2 from Collison. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Collison against Jack. Drummond with a screen on Collison. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Hill is screen on Jack. Ellis kicks to Johnson. Favors with the screen. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Monte Ellis.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year's 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Watson comes in for Darren Collison. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Lights checked in. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
6 to shoot. Favors. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to Jack. Wright sets a screen. No good from Jack.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now Hill following Jared Jack's three-point attempt. Offensive rebound. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now here is Jack. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Here's Hairston. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Memphis leading by 3. Watson dishes to Hill. It's stolen by Jack. And now the Pistons fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. JaVale McGee comes in for Derek Favors. And Gordon subbed in for Monte Ellis. Now here's Watson looking for his first basket still in this one. It's hauled in by Gordon. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay? So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. Here's Aminu after the basket by Detroit. McGee, the pass to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Watson's shot is off. The Pistons leading. And Jack kicks to Leonard. Back to Jack. Kicks it out to Gordon. He feeds it to Jack. Again, the Pistons score.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Kicks to Gordon. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by the Pistons.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Excellent D there from Hill.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Here's Garrett. Passes it to Morrow. Pulls up on the wing. Can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Gordon against Hairston. Here's Hill. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
That one is no good.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Takes a shot at the elbow. It's a tie game in Memphis. And back in a moment as... And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounds. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Collison is out there with G. Then it's Omer Ashik. Then there's Favors. And it's Johnson in the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. On the wing, Gordon. Takes the 3. That is good.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Johnson, a wide open look. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Garrett dishes to right.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Memphis trailing here. Collison kicks to Favors. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Here's Morrow. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Now here's Collison. Dishes it to Favors. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. Thomas checked in for Detroit. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
And they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
at the line for 2.
You know, guys, Memphis waltzed through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Johnson outside. Screen by Oshick. Johnson can't hit.
And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Detroit, no good that time either. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Dallas. Back to Ellis. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And it's Garrett in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Garrett's got his first points of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
He kicks to right, and Morrow has it in the corner. And he gets it to go. Morrow's got 6.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Now here's Collison. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Garrett, the pass to Gordon. Knocked away.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Outside Collison. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Detroit. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that will be the 5th game of the 6-game road trip. Morrow dishes to right. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Smith checked in for Wright. Ilyasova comes in for Gordon. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Deontay Garrett.
And for Wright, being traded twice, he's one of those players that is so efficient but in small doses. So really the ultimate bitch guy to come in and give you minutes in the post.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter after only making 40% from the field in the first.
Johnson the screen. Collison kicks to Ellis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I think that will ultimately be Wright's role going forward. A great bench option. Despite all the trades, last year he was still extremely efficient as a scorer.
And so Monte Ellis nails both of them.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
No one near him. No good from Lamb.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Outside Collison. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
Ashik the screen for Ellis. To the inside. Now Detroit moving it up. Thomas is running. Grizzlies with the rebound. Ashik's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Collison kicks to Ellis. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Now just a 2-point Piston lead.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
So for the Pistons, Drummond's checked in for Jason Smith. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Lance Thomas. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Anthony Morrow. And Leonard has it in the corner. Ellis with it. 11 points in the game. Now, here's Aminu. He's covered by Leonard. Collison for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive. Season for him to build upon nonetheless.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Detroit. Releases from 15 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Ilyasova passes to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 6-point Piston lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And it's good. Collison's got his second basket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ashik. Hill comes in for Wesley Johnson. Ben Gordon's checked in for Ellis. And it's Watson in for Darren Collison. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. So Hill will go to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. For Memphis, they have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10. Pass to Lamb. Back to Jack. Fires top of the key. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Gordon dishes to Hill. Gordon kicks to Hill. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now just a 1-point Piston lead. Outside Jack. To the middle. Here's Lamb. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get C.J. Watson. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Alonzo G is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Ben Gordon.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
McGee with it. Leonard picks him up. The dish to Watson. Outside Gordon. Pulls up on the wing. And that one goes long.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
And again, Memphis no good. .56 seconds left to play here in the half. Launches a 3. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And, you know, regarding Lamb's development, most scouts felt the weaknesses he did have could be ironed out over time. Well, there's still time. He needs to improve his strength, his ball handling, and his effort on defense. All things well within his control.
Now here is Jack after Jordan Hill's miss. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Hill. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Watson kicks to G. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And the first half is now in the books. Pistons lead by 11. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, Memphis, you got your grizzlies.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Leonard playing extremely well. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Jeremy Lamb out there with Jarrett Jack. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Ilyasova in at the four-man position. Well, last season the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the sixth consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Ellis wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And Jack, here we go. Launches it. Cannot hit. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Johnson kicks to Collison. Back to Johnson. Favors with the screen. To the right side. Collison gets a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 6 points for Darren Collison.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
No good from Lamb.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Ashik kicks to Collison. It's Ellis on the wing. Here's Ashik. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
That's his first personal foul.
Hairston, he's checked in for Lamb. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Collison against Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ilyasova. No good with the layup.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Ashik with a screen on Leonard. The shot by Johnson, no good. Pistons leading by 8. Hairston kicks to Drummond. The kick out to Ilyasova. Pass to Hairston. Puts it up. Detroit, no good that time either.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Leonard brings the double team. And stolen by Drummond. The feed now to Ilyasova. Takes a 3. Another miss by Ilyasova.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Collison with it. Now Jack defending. The drive by Collison. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Out left to the wing. Here's Hairston. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
Assist from
Jack's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Grizzlies timeout.
Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Omer Asha. Detroit also making some changes. Wright comes in for Drummond. And Gordon subbed in for Ilyasova.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And Jack, here we go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hairston, good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Now the pass to Favors. Ellis, left side. And Johnson now top of the key. And for 3, Collison. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And 11 points for Darren Collison.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Gordon. The putback. And Wright throws it down hard.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And Jack kicks to Gordon. Kicks it out to Leonard. The fader. Aminu grabs the miss.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots seem close.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You know, guys, Farouk Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Memphis. Back to Jack. Wide open look. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Some changes for Memphis. JaVale McGee's checked in for Favors. Gordon comes in for Monte Ellis. And it's Watson in for Darren Collison. Leonard attacking. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul.
And, guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player. But like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the Pistons making a change here. Morrow's checked in. Watson, the pass to McGee. He dishes it to Watson. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And another miss by Memphis. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Hill inside. Defended by Gordon. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Shooting for Memphis.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
As you said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement, and Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assists and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And stolen by Wright. Jack dishes to Hairston. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Wright. It's rebounded by Memphis. Hill's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Aminu kicks to Watson. Pick up by Hill. Outside Gordon. That's tipped. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And there's another one for the Pistons. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And here is Jack after the 3-pointer from Ben Gordon. Wright sets a screen. At the elbow, Jack. He used that pick to get in close. Jack's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Watson kicks to Gordon. McGee is screen on Hairston. Again, the miss by Gordon. Detroit leading by 16. Feeds it to Gordon. Outside Jack. Wright sets a screen. Stolen by Gordon. Hill kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Watson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Alonzo G is checked in for Memphis. Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Deontay Garrett comes in for Jarrett Jack. And Garrett kicks to Gordon. No good from Hairston.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Kicks to Hill.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam. CJ.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And Drummond throws it down.
Man, that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Fantastic reverse dunk, Clark. Had to get up high for that one.
And I tell you what, that's the kind of play that could really spark a team.
Now here's Gordon. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Detroit leading by 16. Out to the wing. Hairston kicks to Gordon. Dishes to Drummond. From past the arc. And it's Gordon missing. It'll count. He got it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pistons on top. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. We've got Omer Ashik. Favors is out there with G. Then it's Ellis, and it's Collison in the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And he gets the bucket.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Here's Garrett. Thomas passes to Garrett. They set the pick. Morrill kicks to Gordon. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Favors with the screen. Collison dishes to Ellis. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame since he was having the best of his career to date.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super sixth man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
Lamb passes to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Collison. The 3 from Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Leonard with the screen on Collison. Drummond slams it back in.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Favors sets the pick for Ellis. Jacks up a three. That one's in there, but Detroit lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Darren Collison.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Ilyasova inside the line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Favors with the screen. The drive by Collison. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really...
Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful. Collison kicks to Ellis. Pass to Favors. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Drummond. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Favors. And the officials call a traveling violation.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had one.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jack's checked in, but they recover it.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Deep two from Collison. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now the dish to Leonard. Back to Jack. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Collison. Screen by Asik. There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Again, the miss by Ellis. Jack against Collison. To the middle. It's tipped. And Ilyasova kicks to Drummond. Leonard against Favors. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Detroit leading by 16. The shot is off. And Memphis the other way now. Favors dishes to Asik. Johnson for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And here is Ilyasova. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
Hill, he's checked in for Omer. And a different look here for the Pistons. Brandon Wright's checked in for Andre Drummond. Lance Thomas comes in for Leonard. P.J. Harrison's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Deontay Garrett in for Jarrett Jack. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny them.
Great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Wright. Morrow comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Ricky Lito in for P.J. Hairston. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Heat in Miami. Favors with the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Garrett kicks to Thomas. Pistons passing it around. Detroit, no good that time either.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Collison, the pass to Hill. Goes to the reverse layup and pumps it in.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Pass to Morrow. The three makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The feed now to Favors. Pick up by Hill. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Favors.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Garrett kicks to Lito. Money from the wing. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Hairston, he's checked in for Detroit. And Garrett kicks to Smith. There's the pass to Garrett. Back to Smith. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Favors with the screen. Collison with it. Now Smith defending. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Garrett kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Thomas. Stolen by Ellis. And it's Memphis on the break. Feeds to Hairston. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Collison dishes to Hill. Back to Collison. Screen by Ellis. Collison kicks to Ellis. He feeds it to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Favors has got 8 points in the quarter.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Hairston, the pass to Thomas. He kicks to Hairston. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Pistons.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Drummond. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And Garrett kicks to Thomas. Tries from 16. And it's Ellis with the rebound. Passes it to Johnson. Lets the three fly. Here's Garrett. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now...